Hi everyone, this is Shelby Cordell with my second book presentation, and this book presentation I decided to talk about Number the Stars by Lois Lowry. This is a story of a Jewish family who is escaping from Copenhagen, Denmark during World War II. It's a chapter book and it has roughly 130 pages, so it's an easy read. Um, One thing that I find really interesting is studying um, the Holocaust. Even though it was a dark time in history, I think it's something that's very intriguing to learn about, and this is another book that is well worth a read. The story follows Anne Marie, who is 10, 11 years old, and her family as they try to help the Rosen family who is Jewish, escape from Denmark. Some of my favorite quotes, one in particular, is "It is much easier to be brave if you do not know everything." And this quote in particular was very impactful and powerful because Anne Marie, since she is so young, she's fairly innocent, but she is also very intuitive and she recognizes that something isn't right, and her uncle, at one point in the story, doesn't tell her something right away to try and protect her, and she notices that right away. She says to him, "Why aren't you telling me the truth? Something's not right." And he says this quote where sometimes it's easier to be brave if we don't know everything right away. So I really liked that. Another thing that I really appreciate about this book is that Lois Lowry does her research. One thing that's very unique about this story is that it is based off of real people. The main character, Anne Marie, is based off of Lois Lowry's friend, Anne Leese, who was in Denmark at the time in World War II, and she uses what she learns from Anne Leese to write this story. She also does research about the Danish resistance. There's one boy in particular that she found a lot of interest in because he gave his life in order to help hundreds and thousands of Jewish families escape from Denmark and go to Sweden. At the end of the book, Lowry includes a quote from the boy the day before he is executed, which is incredibly powerful. And I want to read that. And it says, "And I want you all to remember that you must not dream yourselves back to the times before the war, but but the dream for you all, young and old, must be to create an ideal of human decency, and not a narrow-minded and prejudiced one. This is the great gift our country hungers for, something every little peasant boy can look forward to, and with pleasure, um, feel he is a part of something he can work and fight for." And I just thought that that was incredibly powerful and insightful because this boy, he was only 20 years old whenever he was executed, and he had already done so much with his life at such a young age. Although that this book is about World War II and Nazis and the Holocaust, um, Lowry does an amazing job of keeping it age appropriate, especially considering the subject. I definitely recommend this book if you haven't read it before, and I hope you enjoyed watching. So thank you.